myself within.
Hi, I'm Reese.
And I'm Sophie.
And welcome back to the 10th episode of our Evil Within commentary series. So we are still amidst chapter 6 of the game. And thus far, you've not been so impressed with the last part because there was not much in the way of story progression.
No, I feel like the game for me is a bit stagnant. Like, I want to be driven to the end game, but nothing's pushing me there. I feel a bit frustrated because nothing's happening.
Fair enough.
It's like those TV shows you watch at 28 episodes and nothing happens for the 10 episodes in the middle, and you're like, oh,
yeah.
You lose interest. But
do you think you wouldn't feel that if you were actually playing it as opposed to just watching it?
I guess because when you're playing it, you play
Slightly
through
different.
the gameplay and you enjoy the combat.
Well, we're going to start off this part of our gameplay with a thing to read.
Yes, that is how we're going to start it.
KCPD officer missing. Search underway for missing detective. Crimson City Police Detective Myra Castellanos, 36, have been reported missing. I've lost my place.
Though she was on duty at the time, a police spokesperson denies connection to any investigation she was involved in. Her husband and supported officer, Sebastian Castellanos,
Superior officer,
had no comment. Oh, so he was ahead of her.
Yeah.
In the job. And he was on duty with her when she went missing.
Dum dum dum.
Did he kill her? No, I doubt he killed her. But I wonder if she went missing on the case that they were working on with the chopped up bodies.
Yes, yes.
I still think that guy who's chopping up people has big relevance.
Well, I'm back in this world, so I've just done my usual, do some upgrades with the brain juice, save the game. We're going back now, back to...
the church place?
Yep. To go through that elevator.
You know, if he did have a psychotic break, which was my theory, it makes sense why, because his wife disappeared. And I bet that... Did she disappear when she was pregnant?
Dum dum dum.
She wouldn't have been on duty at, like, 7 months.
I don't think she would have.
Which means he's stuck with a child now to raise on his own. And some people don't deal with that very well.
But yes, I thought we'd start off with that bit because I couldn't fit it in the last part that we recorded.
Yeah.
And you wanted some more story, so, you know, there we are. There's a bit more backstory for you regarding Sebastian.
What is that?
Punching bag.
In a church?
Sometimes people need to pray and let off steam.
So people need to pray and punch.
I've taken my healing off the quick bar now, so I won't accidentally heal myself when I want to get a weapon instead.
It's a good plan, really.
And now to be very deliberate when I want to heal. I don't know why I'm walking around with that gun, because it has no ammo.
Oh, the shotgun has no ammo. It's the best. Or is that the rifle?
I think that was the sniper rifle.
Do you think Kidman is okay? I don't like that they used her as bait. Almost like someone's toying with us.
He is
Hang in
not
there.
well.
Just a little further.
But he seems like he's being made physically unwell. Did the other people seem that way, or do you think it's somehow different?
I don't know, because that man was like, I can't go on anymore, and he was really old.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it ages you somehow. Guillotine? And the fat man. Oh! Why is someone getting their head chopped off?
take them. No, that's not.
Because Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yeah, they had to make some reference to that, even though it's not. Joseph!
Silly Joseph.
Didn't he see that tripwire?
This is why you don't run at the enemies.
You sneak and stealth upon them. And now you've been split up from Joseph yet again.
Well, you should know, whenever we have
They're taking him away!
They're going to chop his head off.
Is that what they're going to do?
And they're dragging him to the guillotine.
Are you on a timer now?
Of sorts. Basically, I've got to kill them before they get him to the thing to chop his head off.
With 3 bullets? That's,
Yeah, not much room for error.
Well, we took the first one down. Oh! Well done.
With
I
one to
had
spare.
no doubt.
I'm fine. No need to worry.
Yeah, thanks to us.
Is he going to pick up that plank all by himself?
Of course he is. Do you not remember Last of Us?
Oh yes, when Tess could pick up things that were double her size with ease. She was a beast.
Game logic.
You should have just let them. Huh? What the hell? It's just a matter of time. It's better this way. What the fuck?
That's what I was thinking. Joseph's given up. Well, not really, because I would have. If he'd given up, he would have just shot himself straight away.
Yeah, he
or
would've
jumped off the
hesitated.
cliff. He never thought about that, did he?
But that gives you an answer as to why he's suffering so badly with the nearly being taken over. If he's at that point where he's just given up.
Let's go.
Yeah. What was
Ooh.
happening to him in that bath?
Yeah.
Because he's in a far worse state than we are. You took your time there getting which weapon you wanted to use.
Oh, I do remember dying a lot of this section.
Or Joseph dying.
No, it was me who died, I'm pretty sure. Because there's enemies across the way throwing bombs and stuff. And I've not noticed them yet.
I know that was a very strange noise, but it's a very dense game. Just walk through the gate and leave Joseph behind.
Didn't make it that far. So, skipping a really good portion of me dying about 3 times, this is my 4th attempt. And by now I finally realised that there are these enemies across the way that are throwing bombs at me and getting me blown up.
I wonder why they have barbed wire in their face.
Well, it's a common recurring theme, isn't it?
And we've seen the lighthouse in this level briefly across the way.
Yeah.
What significance does that hold? Is it going to turn Joseph the way it turned that man?
Ooh.
Have I foreseen the future? Is that what the lighthouse is there for? To zap and suck out any light that you had remaining in you?
No, but the building itself is of great significance. Hurry up, Joseph.
Hurry, this way.
I'm stood behind you.
Hurry, we were ready, Joseph. We were waiting for you. Into the next
Joseph,
section
are you
of this level.
all right? Yeah.
That didn't sound convincing,
That
Joseph.
wasn't the most convincing answer. So it's pretty much up to this point that I watch my friend playing it. So after this, it becomes a blind playthrough again.
So you were nervous, I imagine.
Yeah, like I say, this particular part still played through. It was when I go to the next save bit, that's when it becomes a blind playthrough,
And we've entered another rural village in the middle of nowhere.
which looks very old in its design.
Yeah, this is what confuses me, the mix of old and new. Because that's what makes me go, whose mind are we in if we are in someone's mind?
Well, do we really know how old Rubik is? And if this is a mind world, how would he present himself if he has control over that?
Oh, so maybe he just likes old worldy stuff. You can't be older than a normal human, can you?
He would be older than a
Unless-
normal human, but
Yeah, unless he's like a brain in a vat.
a brain.
But I doubt that because he's got a physical form from what we've seen. There's a lot of
This looks
holy
like some
statues.
kind of a marketplace. It looks
Well,
deserted,
this is
just
the
like everywhere else.
churchish place, isn't it, that we saw from the pictures, so it's kind of fitting.
Oh, another bomb chest.
I don't think I mess about with this one quite as long as the last one. Because last time was just shameful. But, yeah, I was going to say, I don't recall them actually giving any hints yet at this point. But, you know, with this being a psychological world,
Yeah.
where do you think it started from?
Ruvik.
Ruvik is not a time or place.
Oh! You mean this world? Sorry,
no,
I thought you meant where the actual
all of the
dream
weird,
world.
all the weird stuff basically, everything that's happened sort of in game. When do you think it has been?
Father was a stern man, proud, and I thought intelligent. But he was also pious, a believer. Somehow he always supported the church no matter what the newspaper said. He waved away the allegations as if they were infallible. The wretched, the vermin, the stern, all were taken in by that church. They were promised salvation and eternal life. But there's nothing they could promise that I couldn't take away.
Does it seem a little harder to move lately?
I don't know. Does it seem a little harder to move lately?
No, I haven't been experiencing anything.
But yeah.
I
what do you
don't
think
know
to that
where
one?
it came from, the world, you know, before we went into that tape. And that tape to me was linking to the priest, perhaps, who was caught in the mental asylum. Because that was all about a cult.
Yeah.
And he was just saying that everyone was kind of brought into this cult and promised eternal life, and he could take it away from them.
Mm-hmm.
How, I don't know. Is it because none of this was real?
And he was talking about his father and that, wasn't it?
Yeah. Maybe his father was the priest?
I don't think so, no.
No, but his father was definitely brought into that. So maybe he wants revenge against them.
Well, it's all fitting. It's all gone very religious since we ended up at the church.
I don't know, it's very confusing.
You are getting very fragmented pieces of the story. I mean, even me watching it, I'm picking up more the second time round than I did in my initial playthrough. Sort of where the clues are as to where things are headed and what the answers to certain things are. Well, that's annoying. I can see the brain juice and I can't get there.
It's one of those times when you're like, why can't I jump in this game?
Yeah.
Or shimmy past those logs. Or climb onto the logs. But no, you've got to walk around a wall.
All the way around. The long way.
I love how you went back to the logs almost like, yeah, I can get past them. Even though you know you can't. It's a nice quiet village, isn't it?
Yes, a little place to restock and take a breath.
This is why I think we can't be in Ruvik's mind. If we are in someone's mind. Just add that clause in.
Yeah.
Though I think it's obvious that there's something to do with brains here and someone's brains doing something.
Well, it's either very psychological.
Where do you suppose we are? More like when? This architecture seems straight out of the Middle Ages. Yeah, but there's electricity, elevators. This place can't be real. It's like jumbled up memories.
There you go.
So that would suggest that Ruvik's really old.
I was going to say, it's either a case of this is all psychological or something supernatural.
Yes.
And you just kind of got to decide for yourself where the hints are pointing more towards at this point in the game.
Shit. Let's hide out in here for a minute.
Joseph doesn't turn into box face, does he?
Box face.
That would not work with my theory if he does.
Is this what it was like, Seb? After the accident?
Well, I never put a gun to my head.
No, of course not. Just quietly sank into a bottle.
We can't all be perfect. It never affected my work. But hey, you read the IA report.
You know I didn't report you because I was worried about your work, Sebastian.
What else is there? We don't have time for this. I need my partner here. I'm counting on you.
There you go, there's a little bit more into the backstory, because nothing's kind of explicitly stated, everything's all in subtext, isn't it?
Yeah, like we're meant to know what they're talking about, but we don't. Another collectible?
Yeah, you get your map fragments, which I didn't really pick onto until the midpoint of the game, which was quite annoying. But you get...
Find something?
Maybe. It's all symbols. Some kind of cult. Could be useful. I think I'm okay. I should probably get going.
You're talking about map fragments?
Yeah, they're in the room, you know, in the in like the sanctuary place.
Yeah.
In the room where we were looking at the pictures, on the left wall there is basically a big map, but it's
for your
empty.
map fragments.
And you put the map fragments in, and you kind of piece together everything. But again, I didn't pick up on it until like this midpoint in the game, so I must have missed out on loads sort of in the first half. But there we go. There is our door to the way to the sanctuary.
Oh, we've got a mirror now, like a proper
Yeah.
mirror like before. Does Joseph come with us?
No
He hasn't come with us before.
No one's come with us into that world.
That's why I think it's our world. I know it's a bit of a weird one, but it must be claimed by us. Because no one else goes there.
And again, we've woken up staring into those photos.
So this is our new transition.
So see if
We're
you
no
look-
longer in a
There's
cell.
the map thing that I was talking about. And the more pieces you get, the more it gets pieced together. Thankfully you don't have to put the pieces in the right place, they just kind of pop up there. So just gonna skip out me doing things like the upgrades and saving the game.
Parish may have broken church by laws. Pastor Salvador denies allegations of financial impropriety. Church officials investigating lack of records on cash donations and spending by the parish.
So
They were doing illegal activities to rebuild, I guess. They didn't have insurance.
right, so that's where we're going to end that episode, because we've sort of run out of footage of my original playthrough.
We have, that's why it was so abrupt, because the footage just ended.
So what we're going to do now is I'm going to make a save running up to that exact point in the game, and for the next episode, for a special treat, we're going to have Sophie at the helm.
What? What? when was this happening? No.
You've been volunteered.
Oh wow, so maybe there won't be a next episode, because I won't be going around again to play this game. But no, yeah, okay, fine. I'll do that.
Until next time.
Until next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video if you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see you next time for the next episode.